Imagine an exhaustion so deep that even sleep can't erase it. An overwhelming fatigue that shrouds you like a dense fog, clouding your thoughts, paralyzing your body, and robbing you of the life you once knew. This isn't the kind of tiredness that disappears with a good night's rest or a relaxing weekend. It's a relentless, suffocating fatigue that lingers day after day, weighing you down with every step, making even the act of getting out of bed feel like climbing a mountain. For millions of people worldwide who suffer from chronic fatigue syndrome, also known as myalgic encephalomyelitis or ME/CFS, this is an all-too-familiar reality. Their bodies have become prisons, restricting them from engaging in activities they once took for granted, working, studying, socializing, or even performing the simplest daily tasks. What makes this illness even more insidious is that it is invisible. People with ME/CFS don't have outward signs that indicate their struggle. There are no casts or crutches to signal their suffering. As a result, they often face skepticism and disbelief, even from those closest to them, family, friends, and colleagues. Society tends to judge what it cannot see, and people with ME/CFS are unfairly labeled as lazy, attention-seeking, or exaggerating their pain. These dismissive attitudes can be emotionally crushing, compounding the physical agony with feelings of isolation and hopelessness. Imagine enduring an illness that not only drains your body but also tests your spirit day in and day out, while being met with doubt and misunderstanding. Chronic fatigue syndrome is far more than simply feeling tired. It is a complex and debilitating condition that disrupts multiple systems in the body. The fatigue associated with ME/CFS is all-consuming, unrelenting, and does not improve with rest. It is an exhaustion that seeps into your bones, making your entire body feel heavy and lifeless. But fatigue is just the beginning. Patients often endure a host of other symptoms: excruciating muscle and joint pain, cognitive impairment so severe that it's often called brain fog, painful sore throats, swollen lymph nodes, debilitating headaches, and hypersensitivity to light or sound. The severity and combination of these symptoms vary widely from person to person, which makes diagnosing ME/CFS a complex and frustrating puzzle. What's particularly cruel about this illness is how it punishes exertion. Even minor physical or mental effort can trigger a worsening of symptoms, known as post-exertional malaise, PE. It's as if the body rebels against any attempt to engage with life, sending the patient spiraling into days or weeks of even greater debilitation. Diagnosing ME/CFS is a labyrinthine process, often stretching out over years. With no single test to identify the condition and a wide range of symptoms that overlap with other illnesses, many patients are left in limbo, visiting doctor after doctor in search of answers. Tragically, they are often dismissed, told that their symptoms are due to stress, anxiety, or worse, that they are imagining their suffering. This lack of recognition, even among healthcare professionals, can lead to misdiagnoses, delayed treatments, and a crushing sense of alienation. Despite decades of research, the root causes of ME/CFS remain a mystery, but promising theories are emerging. Scientists suspect that ME/CFS may be triggered by an abnormal immune response, perhaps set off by a viral or bacterial infection. This misfiring of the immune system could lead to widespread inflammation, disrupting the body in ways we are only beginning to understand. Other research is exploring dysfunctions in the autonomic nervous system, hormonal imbalances, genetic predispositions, and environmental factors like exposure to toxins. While there is still much we don't know, what is clear is that ME/CFS is a serious, life-altering condition that demands urgent attention and research. Living with ME/CFS is an experience of profound isolation. It is a lonely battle because the illness is invisible and misunderstood. People with ME/CFS often feel trapped not just by their physical limitations, but by the misunderstanding of those around them. Friends drift away when plans are repeatedly canceled. Careers come to a standstill. Even basic routines like cooking or showering require immense planning and energy rationing. The unpredictability of the illness makes it impossible to commit to social engagements or even plan a simple day out. For many, their world shrinks, and the walls of isolation close in tighter and tighter. The emotional toll is immense. Imagine the mental anguish of losing control over your own body, of watching your identity slip away as you abandon hobbies, passions, and the activities that once defined you. The simplest tasks, getting dressed, making a meal, having a conversation, become Herculean efforts. The economic impact is just as devastating. ME/CFS doesn't just affect the patients, it profoundly disrupts the lives of their families and caregivers. Loved ones often take on the roles of nurse, advocate, and financial supporter, juggling responsibilities that can lead to their own physical and emotional exhaustion. For decades, ME/CFS was largely dismissed by the medical community and misunderstood by the public. Patients were seen as mysteries or worse, malingerers. But in recent years, a groundswell of advocacy has begun to change that narrative. Patient groups, dedicated researchers, and compassionate medical professionals are shedding light on this debilitating condition and pushing for better treatment and understanding. And while there is still no cure, the research landscape is shifting. Innovative therapies are being explored, from immune system modulation to treatments addressing nervous system dysfunction. The hope for effective interventions grows with each new study. People living with ME/CFS are nothing short of warriors, enduring an unrelenting, invisible struggle every day. They deserve not only our compassion, but also our commitment to understanding their plight and supporting the fight for answers. We can all play a part by listening, learning, and advocating for more research and awareness. If you or someone you know is battling this illness, remember, there is hope, there are resources, and you are not alone.